Hello everyone, welcome back. Kevin with Country Life Net. Guys and gals, we're getting ready to plant the fall garden. And it's a little, I don't know, some people say it's a little late, but August and September are usually very dry months here. And we a lot of times do not get a real winter weather until December, January. I've seen years where we don't even really get a frost all year. So some people have already got their gardens planted. I'm a little bit behind because I wanted to wait till the October rain. And we've got a pretty good chance of rain next week. So I was like, well, let's go ahead and get it planted. Now what we've done, take the cultivator. Some people take these sweeps off of here, but I just left them on there. It's not hurting anything. Using a little plow, make a little furrow. I'm gonna take a rake and come down through here and get some of these clobs of dirt out, globs of grass and stuff. Then we're going to spread the fertilizer. So the sweep came down, little plow came down and made this furrow. And that's where the fertilizer is going to be. Then we're going to take and move those sweeps closer together. Take the plow off, move those sweeps closer together. And those sweeps are going to come in, they're going to mound this dirt up. Then we're going to put the seed down on top of the fertilizer. And then either, depending on how things look then, I may just do it by hand. I need the exercise. And just come over and just rake some soil over the top of those seeds. Those seeds are small. Those turnip seeds and mustard seeds, I'll show them to you in a minute. They are microscopic, just very, very microscopic. So right now, it doesn't look like much. You got some furrows and got where the tractor tires came down through here. Right now, it just looks like it's all roughed up, which is fine. I know what I'm looking at, and see that nice row right there? That's what we're looking for. We're gonna come down here, we're gonna spread that fertilizer. Now we're thought about making this 2 different videos, but I think I'm gonna make it into one video. Is that I'm gonna be mixing fertilizer for hopefully a good winter blend. We're planting a combination of carrots. We're gonna plant them in alphabetical order, like carrots, mustard, RST, rutabagas, turnips, no spinach. I forgot cabbage. So we're going to be using a little different type of fertilizer for each type of crop. We've also got some onions to plant. For part of this garden, we're going to be blending fertilizer. Some of y'all might be saying, Kevin, what's blending fertilizer mean? Anyway, it's where there may not be a type of fertilizer on the market that I want, that is suited to what I want to do. And y'all say, Kevin, you're just splitting hairs. And it's like, well, yes and no. I want to grow a certain type of crop. I want to do this. I want to do certain things. I'm going to explain here in just a second. So instead of just buying a regular type of fertilizer like triple 13, I'm going to mix 2 different types of fertilizers to a specialty fertilizer. And no, I'm not going to run it through a mixer and like a cement mixer and sit there and turn it, or pour it in a wheelbarrow and mix it all up with hand. No. What we're going to do, guys, is we're just going to take some 2100, some 10-20-10, mix it together, pour it in a bucket. We're going to go down a row. We're going to spread it through the row. And then we're going to say like 2100. And then we're going to come back with a layer of 10-20-10. And we're going to do that light. But light and light will be a medium spread, a good medium spread of the 2 different types of fertilizers. Okay, and some of y'all are saying, Kevin, what's those numbers mean? What the numbers mean are basic nutrients that plants require, or the plants need. The nitrogen, total nitrogen, 21%, is for large leafy greens. This is what makes your plants grow big and tall. Does not mean they're going to produce anything. This just gives them the nitrogen that they need to grow big. Think of like corn. You want your corn to grow tall. You want your turnips to grow nice leafy top. You want your spinach to grow. You want your grass to grow. But your grass needs roots. The other things need roots. So that's where this 10-20-10 comes in. Now, what we got here is, notice that 2100 is for it to grow tall and big. The second number is for roots. This is what you would plant, say, potatoes, turnips, anything that you may want a root crop with. And then the third is pods. This would be for your peas, beans, potash, phosphate, bone meal. This another type of that would be bone meal. Think of it as urine, bone meal, potash. Think of it that way. So it's got 21, this has got 10% nitrogen, valuable phosphate, which you could substitute bone meal for that, and then potash is exactly what ash out of a fire, and sulfur for 8% of that. So this is going to cause those turnips to grow a very large, nice turnips, rutabagas, mustard greens, collard greens, anything with a nice top. That 2100 is just going to make it go boom, just grow up nice and large and big. But since there's nothing for the roots, for the root ball or the turnip, rutabaga, anything else, there's nothing there. So we're going to come in and put in a high second number, and that's going to, theoretically, that should cause that root ball to make a nice huge root on it. And then the 10, none of these have a pod. None of this is not peas, this is not okra, nothing like that. And so we're not too worried about that number. Now let's say that we were going to plant okra or something like that, which I'm going to use these on my carrots. We have triple 13, and we've got 40-pound bag of it, 50-pound. Now notice with this one here, the first number is nitrogen's 13%, that's 21%. Phosphate 13%, 20%. Soluble potash 13%, 10%. And so if you were growing okra, I have grown okra, potatoes. This is what Texas A&M calls a well-rounded balanced fertilizer. You can grow just about anything with triple 13. This is your go-to fertilizer. If in doubt, you're not sure what to use, triple 13 is your fertilizer. It's that simple. I don't know what you walk in there. I don't know what I'm growing. What type of fertilizer should I use? Triple 13. That sums it up. So if in doubt, triple 13. So what we're going to do is I've got a bucket, and we're just going to arrange these in alphabetical order. We're going to start with carrots over there on the far side. Carrots, and let's see, we've got carrots, collards, mustard, some onions. I've got 3 different types of onions. But for the onions say, well, Kevin, onions got a root ball on them. Yes, but so we need to understand what you're growing. Onions do not, onion shoots go up. Okay, so the onion shoots go up, develop sugars, then those sugars go down to the root ball. So you want the nice top, high nitrogen for those shoots. So the taller the onion tops, the larger the ball, because all those sugars go into the root ball. So it's good to have an idea of what you're growing and how what you're growing and how it grows. So for the onions, we're just going to go straight 2100. I might throw in some triple 13. We've got over 300 pounds of fertilizer here. Or right at, yeah, a little over. That's 50 pounds, 50 pounds, 250 pounds, and a 40 pounds. So 340 pounds. All right, guys, let's get to work. All righty, guys. We got the, use the cultivator, make the rows up. And right there in the middle of the cultivator, it had a little plow. This is where it was at. Bolted on right here, and these sweeps here were further out. Yeah, those are steel-toed work boots. That's what I would wear working out here. Anyway, these are further out, and you have to get a tractor or cultivator. You're just going to have to play around with this and get the right setting. This one here's got a little bit of slack in it, but found out that put them bolts right there on the edge of that angle iron, right there on the edge of the angle iron, makes a pretty nice row. So what we did, I say, Kevin, that looks like, I don't know, it just looks bad. So, okay, what we did was had the trough with a plow, furrow. Some people call it different things, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So, came down, just took the plow off, moved the sweeps of the cultivator in. And you're going to need to play with this a little bit. Kevin, you got weeds in your garden? I know I got weeds in my garden, guys. It's okay. It's all right. I'll pull them out. Their growing season's almost over anyway. Anyway. So, whenever you get those sweeps just right, and you run your tractor down through there, it's going to have a little bit of a, you don't want it where it mounds the dirt up fully. You want it where it mounds it up on each side, but it leaves a little trough right there in the middle. And you just play with it a little bit, guys. Just play with it a little bit till you get the setting right, get the height right. And that's how I like to do it right there. And you see some of the fertilizer up here. That's that high 2100. Different fertilizer has different colors to it. And so take that seed and just come along and throw it along there in that little trough, okay? Then you come along with a rake. And you just kind of rake one side of it, or both sides. You just do not want to cover those seeds up with a lot of dirt. All you want to do is just get the dirt over the top of it. A lot of seeds, they say just a ½ inch. That's all they want, just a ½ inch or so. Just enough. Say, well, Kevin, what the dirt, the depth, and everything. One of the problems is migrating birds. And you have your seeds out here, then birds will fly over, and you don't cover them seeds up good. And they will just come in, especially crows and stuff. Crows will wait till that corn's coming up just a little bit, and they'll come and pull that corn up and eat the whole thing. And so we want to protect it from, in fact, I hear some crows out there. The buzzard up there. But anyway, that's all we're doing. If they bury them too deep, the little bit of energy that seed has won't be able to break through the soil. We want it just enough where protect it from the birds, protect it from elements, but whenever it sprouts, it can get up and get to that sunlight. Hope that makes sense. So I'm planting these in alphabetical order. Cabbage, carrots, and I've got them laid out there in the car in alphabetical order. I'm about to go eat. My wife's almost home with some stuff. I'm about to go eat. Take a little bit of rest break, and we'll come back out here and finish planting these. But it's all in alphabetical order. Cabbage, carrots, broccoli, not broccoli, something else. Onions, and the onions I'll show about the planting the onion bulbs. Those are a little bit more because you got to get down there and put the bulb in the ground and cover it up. And so there we go, guys. Now in about 6 weeks, if we get some rain, we're supposed to get rain next week. October's traditionally a wet month here, and we get some. I accidentally plowed this one up, or did a rows up. I wanted to plant some purple hull peas there. That was a mistake. I had to go back and put the plow on and everything and fix that row up again. It's not fertilized. And so I'm gonna go eat, come back out. Hopefully the sun will be down a little bit, cool off a little bit, and we're gonna get everything else planted. This is what onion sets look like. This is a ½ pound of white onions, and we got little baby onions in there. Look how cute they are. See there? And all you do is just plant them. That side up, top up, roots down. Some people will soak these in water for a little while before you plant them. Get them going in case they're dried out. But we're supposed to be getting rain in the next few days, so I'm not gonna worry about that. We've got a ½ pound of white, ½ pound of red, ½ pound of yellow. And these are easy to plant. Super. Just got to get down here with them, guys. That's all you got to do. Make sure that the roots, that'll turn into the roots. That's the top. Just taking. I usually plant that where the stem is up. If they're brown like that, they probably need water. That little bit of cracking on the outside, it means a little bit dry. And with the right fertilizer, right conditions, these will get big. They're going to get 3-4 inches across. And so with the right fertilizer, that is, right conditions, right rain, there is no irrigation out here, so we're at the mercy of the weather. No big deal though. I think maybe I should have soaked these a little bit. Just put them in the ground like that. Now later on, we're going to come in with that tractor and we're going to side dress this with some 2100, about 6 weeks or so. What is this? This is what, October 7th, 8th, something like that. We're going to come in and put a row of 2100, maybe 16612 or something down the side. We'll use that cultivator again and see where that trough is right there. And then we're going to spread that cultivator out and push this dirt here up onto the mound. So the mound will be higher than what it is right now. And so we look, we just kind of plant that right there. That's all you do, guys. That's all you do. Just a little time consuming, that's all. Take that stem goes up. Just put it right there. No need to put it very deep. If it needs more soil around it, then we will come back later. Plant these, I don't know, 6-8 inches apart. Yeah, they're a little dry. I may plant some, I may go soak all these in water for a little while. Get them back going green again. I think I'm gonna do that before I plant any more. But that's how you plant the onion sets, guys. You just go along there, and it can be a time-consuming process. You got a row like this, it's a little over 100 feet. And you go along and plant them every 6 inches or 8 inches or so by hand. It can be time-consuming. These are, let's see, what do we have here? Mustard green seeds. Mustard green seeds. Show you how big these green seeds are. Look at that, guys. I mean, they are small, like the size of a grain of sand. And you take and throw a few hundred of them out and use some good fertilizer, and that is a lot of greens. That is a lot of greens right there. And so if you're looking for an easy seed to stockpile, there's hardly anything easier to stockpile than green seeds. That's cabbage. I'll show you some cabbage seed. See there? And like the size, not even a fraction of the size of a grain of rice, guys. That might be 1/32 across. So you could stockpile thousands of these green seeds and take up hardly any room in the freezer. Okay, guys and gals, that is it for now. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll keep y'all updated on how the garden's going. And I'm not sure if I'm going out on the river tomorrow or not. I don't think so. Got some stuff to do around here. But between the river and scouting out there for a hunting spot and planning to go and hunting out there in the garden, I think we'll have plenty to do. Anyway, I will talk to y'all later.